Hello, everybody. Today we are starting our Mei Yin note run. We've done Rockwell, and we started with Helena. We got her side of the story. Then we did Rockwell and got his side of the story. So now we're going to do Helena and get her side of the story, or Mei Yin, sorry, and get her side of the story. A lot of her notes are in the snow. I wouldn't necessarily say most. So my otter's probably in here still. So I would recommend dressing appropriately or bringing an otter. We don't need this kibble that I'm holding onto. So let's pack up our food and water. Grab yourself an otter. Also, Helena and Rockwell are the only notes that are narrated. So from here on out, I will be your humble narrator. So grab your food and water, grab your otter or some snow fur armor, grab your favorite flying mount, and off we go. I will see you guys at the first note. All right. So here we are at note number 1. You can see us right here. And it is up inside here. Oh my word, how did I get stuck? There we go. As you can see by the scroll, Mei Yin is Chinese. And like I said, I am your humble narrator, so here we go. Where am I? How did I arrive? I have asked these questions so many times since I woke up on this foreign shore, but I must stop. They do not matter. Their answers will not save me, so I will focus on a different question. How can I survive? This question always has an answer, though it is ever changing, and it has helped me find resolve in moments of uncertainty or fear. Just days ago, I never thought I'd fear again. I thought my fear died with the yellow turbans. Yet, when I see a great lizard turn its eyes on me, I know fear is exactly what I feel. And we are at latitude 25, longitude 18.8. And I will see you all at the next one. All right, we are here. You can see us right here. There's this nice, beautiful, big ruin. I'm looking around to make sure it's clear. We walk all the way up here. And this is where you will find the notes. I am armed and clothed now, though crudely. My stone spearhead makes me long for my village's weaponsmith, but it serves. I use it to hunt the slow, fat birds that wander the coast. I do not know how such creatures survive here at all, but I'm grateful for the meat they provide. I save my arrows for the more dangerous creatures, like the lizards with ears like fans, whose spit burns the things it touches. No, not just the creatures. They are not the only danger. Yesterday I found footprints in the sand that were not my own. I am not alone. And we are at latitude 16, longitude 20.6. Really? All right. I will see you all at the next one. All right. We are here at this cute little ruin here. Right here on the map. Defending my hometown during the uprising taught me more in months than I learned in all the years before it. Among those lessons, men will always underestimate women in battle, and humans can be crueler than any animal. Both applied today. The footprints I found were not from one man, but three. Their eyes changed when they saw me, like wolves discovering a lamb. They were wrong. They were merely mutts. I was the wolf. Two died to arrows after ignoring my warnings. The last to my spear. I left their bodies out in the wild. I cannot stay here. The beaches are too open. To survive, I must brave the jungle. And we are at latitude 15.7, longitude 52.5. And we are off to the next one. All right, we are here on the side of the mountain. Right there. Today, I scored a great victory. As the sun set, I happened upon a small village on a bluff. Unfortunately, it was besieged by a man who rode a lizard like a horse and wielded a stick that spat fire. It would have been safer to retreat, but I could not ignore the bodies. This was a slaughter. Surprise can be a warrior's most powerful weapon, and I wielded it effectively. My first arrow found the lizard's throat, and many more pierced the man's back once he tumbled from the saddle. He never saw his vanquisher. In hindsight, I should have spared the beast. A mount would be welcome. And we are at latitude 19.8, longitude 30. And I will see you all at the next one. All right. You see that? You know this little edge here on the snow biome? Where roughly right here. If you've played Ark enough, you know this little ledge. We're going to go right to the little corner here. I had to get some water. All right. Here we are. The surviving villagers let me claim the lizard rider's armor and weapons, and gave me shelter for the night. To my surprise, I understood them. Their mouths moved strangely, but in my ears I heard the language of my home. They say it is the work of the metal object in my wrist. I do not understand, but they had no reason to lie. That night I dreamt of the uprising, but this time I was Lieutenant Guan, lifting the siege on my village in a single gallant charge. Yet when I woke, I was just Mei Yin, and the villagers were gone. I am a stranger to them, but my heart feels heavier for their loss. I must carry on alone. And we are at latitude 26.6, longitude 16.3. And we are off to the next one. All right, we are here at the next one. This can be a little tricky to find just because it's a flat ruin. Come on. The villagers had made taming beasts sound simple, but my first attempt was nearly my last. My prey was the same kind of two-legged lizard as the raider's steed, what the villagers called a raptor. But this one was strong. Even as my toxin-laced arrows knocked him out, he was able to make one final lunge for my arm. He nearly took it. Carefully, I fed him scraps of meat as he rested, and when he finally woke, I kept my weapon trained on him. Only when I was sure that he was docile did I notice his appearance. All black, save his white shins and feet. Right then, I named him Wushu, and while I do not believe in fate, I felt that this beast would carry me home. And we are at latitude 16.7, longitude 29.1. Now you guys know where I got the name for my raptor from. I will see you all at the next one. All right, we are back, and this one is very hard to see. Can you see it? We are roughly right here on the map. The raptors are improving. They know to follow Wushu, and Wushu knows to listen to me. Beasts without riders cannot maintain a formation, but they at least run close together. In time, they have even learned how to attack and retreat at my signal during our hunts on the plains. Together, Wushu and his 5 brothers are like the light cavalry unit, and I am their commander. Unfortunately, they are all I really have. I'm not much of a craftsman, and I have few possessions. Not everyone here is like me, though. There may be some who can craft, but cannot fight. Perhaps we could trade. We are at latitude 21.3, longitude 29.9. And we are off to the next one. And we are here at the next one. Roughly this area. You'll kind of know it because if you look back there, it's as you're coming into the snow biome from the red obelisk. Right there, you look over the thing, that's the notes known as the mosh pit. Pride Rock, or what used to be Pride Rock, is right in those trees. And it is right here. The defense went spectacularly. Like many tribes, the Red Hawks relied entirely on brute force. They thought only of charging in with their beasts and their guns, with no regards to their surroundings. They never expected a sortie, much less one that came from their exposed flank. Our victory was so complete that my benefactors not only rewarded me with the weapons and supplies they promised, but extra pack animals to carry them. With each battle, my skills improve and my ranks swell, if only with beasts. I don't mind that. The people that I care about are back home. Until I return, Wushu is enough company. Oh, hold on. We are at latitude 32.4, longitude 15.8. And we are off to the next one. You will notice I am back at the base. That is because this next note is the only note of Mei Yin's that is in the water cave. And of all the water caves, it is in the Cave of Lost Hope. So, what you need is your cave mount and your water cave mount. And I will, and scuba. You need scuba. So we're going to grab our scuba gear. We grabbed Wushu. We're going to grab oops. We're going to grab scuba gear. And we're going to grab our water mount, which is Siren. And I will see you guys at the cave entrance. All right, so we are here at the Cave of Lost Hope. We are roughly right here, just before or just after, depending on where you're at, right on the edge of where the swamp meets the ocean. There's the green obelisk. And if you come down here, the Cave of Lost Hope is really easy to see. Because it's really bright. So, if you swim along the edge here, it's really easy to see because it's super bright. So we are at latitude 45.8, longitude 89.5. We're going to go on in here. If you haven't been in the Cave of Lost Hope yet, this is a big bad cave. If you do not have a big bad dinosaur, do not come in here. There are plesiosaurs, there are mosas, there are Toothotuthus, there's alpha of all of those as well. So this is a very big bad cave. I might need to gamma. Let's do that. So that you all can see, because it's going to get dark in here. Right now it's really light, but okay, so here's where the dinosaurs start, where you're going to start seeing things. Again, I'm in and out of this cave a lot lately, so we might not come across as much, but oh, there's a donkey. All right, what we're looking for is that right there. See you can go under and over it, the little bridge or whatever you want to call it. So there's the first one. We are going to take a hard right. Oh, we have a pleasey coming at us. Or not. Okay, that's weird. We're going to save just because it's acting weird. Okay, so there's another one on the right. We're going to go over it. And then we're going to swim down to the bottom. Off to our right. That right there. Oh, you can see a Mosa. Level 250 Mosa. This right here, behind that alien object, is the artifact. He finally decided to come after us. So on your right, alien object with artifact. We're gonna keep going. You see this big bush, or glowing, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna swim through it. And then we're gonna take a right. And we're gonna go down here. Right. Where is it? Did we pass it? Nope, there it is. On your left, that's the Cnidaria dossier. You know you're going in the right direction. And we're going to swim. Once you see the Cnidaria dossier, start swimming up. What we're looking for is that ramp right there. All right. And this is why we brought a land mount. You could just bring a shotgun if you want, but I prefer not to waste ammo and just bring them out. All right. Up and around this way. Then we're going to go up and around this way. Right into the wall. Now that way is a Helen note. I don't remember which one. So if you went with me on the Helen note run, I think it's 9. Let me see. Yes. Helen note 9. So we're going to go right across from it. All right, and you can see dinosaurs already. So we're going to go over this little bridge. All right. And right here should be, I think it's up there. Let me double check. Yep, I'm right. Right through here. Look at all those nasties. Really? Oh, shoot. Should have brought a lesser antidote. I think I'll be all right. I should be. Hopefully I'm all right. Come on. There we go. All right. I'm okay. Yay! And there's the other note. Right here in the cave. All right. I was told this escort mission would be dangerous, but I had not expected to fight a legitimate army. Fortunately, I was riding ahead of the main column and spotted them first. After signaling to the convoy to change course, I harassed the enemy from their flanks to draw their attention, then retreated in a different direction. Even that cost me. Many of Wuju's brothers were injured, and some were killed. Previously, my enemies here fought wildly or scattered when attacked, but these men had discipline. The leader of the convoy was very grateful. Apparently, few survive an encounter with this new legion. I should be wary of them in the future. And for those of you who want it, our latitude is 47.2, longitude 81.5. All right. Now we can walk our way out of here. Walk back over the bridge. Yep, there's the green thingy revolver. Down this way should be the ramp. There it is. And all right, we're getting out of here. Oop. There we go. Go back the same way we came. So there's the ruin on our right. There's the big glowing bush that we swam through. There's the alien object with the artifacts behind it. Here's our first underwater bridge. And there's our second. And now we just follow it out. Alrighty. Just like that. Now we'll go back to the base, grab Huey, and I will see you guys at the next one. All right, we are here. We are roughly here on the map. If you've heard me talk about Uranus Alley, this is pretty much just the edge, the far edge of Uranus Alley. If you keep going along the edge of the snow biome here, in between the two mountains. So that's kind of where we're at. Am I a mercenary now? I haven't given it much thought until I was actually called one. I don't like the title. Mercenaries fight for riches, but I'm just fighting for what I need to survive. That's different, isn't it? When I fought back home, I knew who and what I was fighting for. I knew who my enemies were. Here, I cannot tell. I'm trying to be honorable by defending people and not attacking them. But how can I be certain? I cannot dwell on it. To survive, I must fight on. To return home, I must fight on. And this puts us at latitude 27.2, longitude 43.9. And this is going to conclude our Mei Yin notes 1 through 10. Our next one we will take on notes 11 through 20. And I will see you all then. Bye.